to travel wasn't just about where we go, but how we show up. For decades, tourism has taught us to move fast, see more, and collect moments, but rarely to slow down and truly understand the places we visit. Because culture doesn't live in landmarks alone. It lives in the hands that prepare a family recipe passed down for generations, in morning routines, neighborhood laughter, and stories shared around kitchen tables. In small cities off the beaten path where daily life carries centuries of history. This is where travel becomes human, where connection replaces observation and where the soul of a place reveals itself through its people. I've traveled the world to 60 countries and counting, crossed borders, and experienced tourism from every angle as a tourist, learner, and storyteller. How we travel matters. That intentional travel can honor culture, protect traditions, and empower communities. Changing tourism isn't about consuming destinations. It's about listening, respecting, and engaging with purpose. Because when we change the way we travel, we change who benefits from the journey. From home-cooked meals to centuries-old traditions, changing tourism takes you beyond the expected into the heart of cultures around the world. I'm Stephanie James, and this is Changing Tourism. Belize is a country many travelers visit, but few truly see. Beyond resorts and social media-worthy content lies a deeper story, etched in rhythm, memory, and resilience. Punta Gorda, Barranco, Dangriga, and Hopkins are the heartbeat of the Garifuna community, where history is not only remembered, but lived and honored. This is not an episode about tourism. This is an episode about people. You're watching Changing Tourism. My journey through southern Belize begins in Punta Gorda, or more lovingly known in the Garifuna language as Peni. Peni is one of the heartbeat towns of Garifuna Celebration Week, a town tucked nearly 3.5 hours from Belize City, far from the cruise ports, resorts, and the version that most visitors see. And that is exactly why we begin here. For my stay, I chose a place rooted in the land and community, Copal Tree Lodge. Let's start there. Welcome to Copal Tree Lodge. This is my room. It is a nice, beautiful rainforest suite. Welcome to country number 58, Belize. I'm so excited for you guys to be here, and I know Belize is going to be so special. I told you guys last week I have a story to tell you, and I'll tell you why. So I decided to follow my dreams, put my dreams in motion on my own. So I'm in Belize solo to film the first pilot episode of my show, Changing Tourism, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Belize is going to be special for a number of reasons. Number one, I've never been here, so everything that's new to me is going to be new to you guys. It's going to be my initial true reaction and responses to things because I've never been here. Number two, I'm working with locals, so I can tell their stories responsibly and respectfully. They're telling me where to go, who to interview, what to eat, what to drink, what events to attend, so that's really exciting. Really, the moral of the story here is just nobody's going to believe in your dream more than you. So you have to sometimes take that leap of faith. You have to invest in yourself. You have to put that thing in motion. So whatever you're sitting on today, whatever you're waiting for, whoever you're waiting for, stop. Just stop. Do what you know you are meant to do and do it with a smile. Don't worry about how far it's going to reach, how far it's going to go. You do the work and God will do the rest. I also had the opportunity of meeting with the co-founder of Copal Tree Lodge, Will Maheia.
We wanted to do something that would benefit our community. Community was first and foremost for us. Environment was first and foremost for us. And those two things for me is more important than profit margins. And what you looked at just now is the biggest organic sugar cane field in all the Caribbean. We are here now, and you can look over on that side and you'll see nothing but great rainforest, pure rainforest. We have the 5 species of cats over there, from jaguar to jaguarundi.
Really?
Yeah, we have all those things.
Do they ever come
close to the...
Yeah, I mean, we've had jaguar sightings in between the rooms here, and that's why you see, when we built this place, it's built in harmony with the environment.
Yeah.
If you fly from the US here,
Yes.
you could offset your carbon footprint by drinking some Copal cocktails.
There you go. Let's say, what other part of the Caribbean can you go to and help the climate by drinking rum?
By drinking
only in Belize,
Copal,
only
yeah.
in Copal.
Exactly, yeah.
Thank you so much.
As you heard, Copal isn't just a hotel. There's so much on the grounds, including a gym, a coffee plantation, a farm where they select their meals fresh farm to table, with daily menu changes to accommodate the fresh pick of the day. They even have a distillery tour available where they create the infamous Copal rum. Even the rum tells a local story. Aging rum in barrels for color and flavor development can add months and even years to the process.
Normally boil the juice from down there, 8%.
The sugarcane.
Sugarcane juice, 8% alcohol. And then there's a bunch of plates and trays, and each tray and plate is doing sort of fractions of distillation. So by the time it pops up here, it's like
ready.
70%.
This is so cool.
Around the corner from Copal is a small restaurant tucked away that is a must-try if you're ever in Paynee, called Dee's Kitchen. I was lucky enough to visit when the owner was there.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Miss Donnie Gonzalez, owner of Dee's Kitchen here in Punta Gorda, Belize. Belizean and international cuisine, you name it, we have it here at Dee's Kitchen.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Visiting the local Paynee downtown market was such a treat. I got to talk with some vendors and buy homemade soap, dance to some new music, and try a local treat from one of the elders.
Natural Belize Cosmetic is a natural and organic skincare brand, Belizean brand. And not only do we create products with natural ingredients, we also try to use biodegradable and compostable packaging. So everything is natural. And we think about where the packaging is going after you finish using it. We have like lemongrass soap, and that's something like a Belizean favorite because we drink lemongrass as tea. Some people cook with it as well. We call it fever grass actually, but it's lemongrass.
I need to taste that tea. And all the women that you feature in your store are from Belize.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Sometimes the most meaningful travel moments are captured in the flavor of a local dish, discovering new music that speaks to your soul, or a conversation reminding you how big and small the world can be. So many differences, but similar values are echoed throughout the world at our core. The Garifuna Celebration Week kicks off with a translation competition. It's an opportunity for the youth who are learning the Garifuna language to compete. It's a fun way to preserve the language and make sure it continues to thrive for generations to come. Safeguarding the Garifuna language upholds history, identity, and ancestral knowledge.
The translation of words, phrases, short sentences, and commands will come from the official list in the study guide. No other translation will be entertained.
I am thirsty. I am thirsty. Correct. The hurricane is close. The hurricane is close. Try again.
I just attended the 16th annual Primary Schools Garifuna Translation Competition. About 10 schools participate. They choose 6 different winners. The first prize winner won a bicycle as well as a tablet. It was really cool to see. It's amazing to see them preserve the community and the culture and the language and make sure that the children still continue to speak the language after it's long gone. It's okay.
At school, we speak Creole, interact in Creole with our classmates, with our schoolmates, and English. But at home, we speak Garifuna. I came from a home where my mom only speak Garifuna. She was not conversant in no other language, and she refused to speak any other language except her mother tongue.
Long before modern borders, parts of Belize was home to Maya civilizations whose influence still shapes the country today.
Look at this. Look at the intricacies of this. This is so cool.
During my trip, I had the opportunity to visit a family in the Mayan ruins who host guest visitors to share more about their culture, food, and history.
So, welcome to Indian Women Arts. So my name is Isabella. So I'm gonna burn this Copal. So this is a sapama tree. So this is like our culture, our tradition, to welcome people to our homes. So this is to show love, honor, and respect you to visit our homes. So.
Welcome drink, chocolate drink, cacao. Dark chocolate is without sugar.
It's like tea, maybe like a chocolate tea.
I got to make homemade tortillas, sit down and talk with the family, and talk to one of the locals about their day-to-day life, an experience I won't soon forget.
For myself, I'm the Kekchimaya.
Okay.
Yeah. And we do immerse culture. If you want to learn about making tortillas, grinding on a grinding stone, extracting sugar cane, basket weaving.
Wow. What kind of leaf is it?
Waha leaf.
Waha leaf.
Yes. Like family like to the banana leaf.
Wow. This looks so good.
Ladies here, their last name is Kok. Kok in Kekchi, turtle in English. We have other people, but their last name are different.
Are they normally after an animal?
Yeah, Kok in Maya and turtle in English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, awesome.
Yeah.
I live in Germany, and to say turtle in Germany is Schildquote.
Schildquote.
Schildquote, yeah.
Schildquote.
That was good.
From downtown Paini, I was invited by the local community to take a 30-minute boat ride to Barranco, the oldest and southernmost Garifuna village in Belize.
And we just got to Barranco, which is also home to Andy Palacio, who's one of the greatest Garifuna singers of all time. So I'm really excited to take you guys with me on this journey today. Let's get into it. I had the opportunity to hang out with the locals during their Garifuna celebration.
What a big one. Small one.
We are here for a momentous occasion, the 20th anniversary of the Barranco Luba Garifuna duo.
The village is inhabited by indigenous people, mainly Barranco. We also have Maya people here. And it has a historical significance with long-standing Garifuna traditions and community preservation efforts.
Toledo don't have a lot of visitors, but at the end of the day, we have a lot to offer. And when we look at this rich museum in here, Darius said it well, it's the only house of culture south of Dangriga. The Garifuna culture is still alive and healthy and thriving here in Barranco. So we need to get people to come here, and that is the role that I play in the tourism sector, to try
All right.
The little one?
Yeah.
This is my friend's favorite from St. Croix. She loved Johnny cake. And plantain and rice and beans. Sounds very Caribbean, doesn't she?
Very.
And this is the powdered bun.
Yeah.
That one's good, yeah. What are some of the challenges that you have living in, such a small village?
Living in such a small community, we have challenges like there are some days you need to go to town because we do all our shopping, our banking, hospital, medical in town, and there are some days when there's no transportation, no bus to take us to town, and this is one of our biggest challenge. But other than that, those who know a little herbal medicine here and there, we use our herbal medicine. Okay. We use our, what we'd call our Garifuna traditional medicine to heal ourselves.
And speaking of traditional healing, I had the opportunity to visit a sacred temple in the village. Among the many moments in Barranco, one stood apart, the sacred Waba temple. Built by the Casamiro family, it is a space of healing, where ceremonies are held only when called by the ancestors. For the Garifuna people, this ground is sacred. Mud floors beneath your feet, thatched roofs woven from the earth itself. Led by a high priest, these ceremonies are intimate, family only, no outsiders. With the rhythm of 3 drummers and the echo of spiritual songs, the family dances in deep connection to those who came before them. Places like Barranco remind us that culture survives through memory, faith, and community. You don't have to be big to be mighty. I feel very blessed to have had the opportunity to visit this village, and I hope Barranco makes its way on the itinerary for your next visit to Belize. Nature is part of the story too. I didn't get to spend long in the rainforest, but I absolutely had to make my way to the beauty that was about an hour from Copal Tree Lodge. Before you ask, yes, there were lots of spiders and it was very hot, but oh so worth the waterfalls at the end.
Okay, ladies, I found the remedy that you need. If you're looking for volume in your curls, all you need to do is 2 simple steps. Okay? Number 1, come to the rainforest. Number 2, wait. Don't say I never told you anything. Don't say I never tried to help y'all.
Garifuna Settlement Day is celebrated annually on November 19th. It's a national holiday honoring the 1802 arrival of the Garifuna people to the country's shores. Each year, Paynee, Hopkins, and Dangriga reenact their ancestors requesting to settle. They were denied settlement by the British 2 times before they finally conceded to let them settle in the south of Belize. I had the privilege of being at the front of the 2025 reenactment to witness the request being made.
What we are depicting here this morning is the arrival of the first large group of Garinago to the shores of the British settlement, now known as Belize.
They're right up on the scene, you know. All right, they're the original photo man boss. Born in a million Joe, the celebrity of PG.
Afterwards, I got to interview the local who played the ancestor and the British local who deems it his duty to play the oppressor every year.
You know, I'm British by birth, but I don't have any of the feelings that colonizers have. Yes. I just don't have it. I apologized on behalf of all the ancestors on my side, but of course I don't have permission from them to do that. But I did it anyway.
That's amazing. How long have you been in Punta Gorda?
I've been in Belize over 51 years.
Wow.
Yeah, from when I was a kid, then I went to the US and then come back every year. I used to come. Yes, just to do the reenactment.
That's commitment, that's dedication. Yes. And I also heard that in Dangriga and a couple other towns or villages or cities, they use electric boats. But in Punta Gorda, they paddle, which is the true reenactment of how it actually was and how it happened. Is that difficult to stay out there and paddle for that long?
You know what, it's something that we're used to, and we're going to always keep it like that.
After witnessing the reenactment in Paynee, I drove about 2 hours and 20 minutes to Dangriga.
And we are in Dangriga, Belize. It is the cultural capital of the country, and they have the biggest 19th day, settlement day celebration. The festival's going on over there. There's about 4,000 or 5,000 people on that bridge, maybe even more. So let's go get into the action.
Dangriga is the cultural capital of the Garifuna people and the hometown of Pin Cayetano, who in the 1970s blended traditional Garifuna Punta music with modern rock, creating Punta Rock. Makes sense that Settlement Day in Dangriga is centered around music, drumming, street performers, and pride. It takes form as a massive parade. It's a beautiful gathering of people from all over the country enjoying different sounds and performances throughout the entire town.
Today is a very important day in the Garifuna community. It's the 19th, it's Settlement Day. Tell me what today means to you.
Yes, today we are celebrating what our ancestors have fought tooth and nail. They shed blood and tears for this day for us. And the least we can do is to continue celebrate them and celebrate us for what they have left.
I stayed in Placencia, which gave me a middle ground between Hopkins and Paynee. Still about an hour or so from each town, but I wanted to explore a different part of the country.
So this trip has been about the Garifuna community and history and telling stories and learning about cultures. But now it's time to have a little bit of fun. You cannot come to Belize and not get in the water.
I had the opportunity to paddleboard, and then that evening, I stopped by Vern's kitchen for some local hudut soup, and it did not disappoint.
Okay, you guys, so I'm about to try the huduts. It is one of the most famous dishes in the Garifuna community. Once again, it's coconut-based, fish, okra, and then you have your plantain ball. The one I had at the food and fete the other day, the plantain was inside the hudut, so I think you could put it in or you can have it on the side, however you want to eat it. It's incredible. The flavor is so rich. The seasoning is impeccable. The fish is really hearty, almost like a mahi-mahi. Highly recommend. It's very, very, very good. I have not been disappointed with the food in Belize. That's one thing I can absolutely say. And this is how the hudut saga ended, ladies and gentlemen. That bowl is clean, okay? Very, very good. Make sure you do not leave Belize without trying some hudut.
After a long day of filming, I decided to head to Hopkins, where they're known for their nightlife. I stopped at Ella's Cool Spot. The DJ was great. I got to do some karaoke, and then got a drumming lesson from the professionals.
Sit on it, it's okay?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna break it, I'm not too heavy?
No.
Okay. I'm sitting.
All right, bye. Yeah. I'm gonna catch up.
So you hit this?
No, first beat a bit for 1 hour.
Tonight, we're in Punta Gorda, Belize, at one of the most coveted events of the season, Battle of the Drums. Tonight marks the 20th anniversary of the battle. There are 7 groups competing, 5 from Belize, 1 from Honduras, and 1 from Guatemala. We are gonna go in and see who's gonna take home the #1 prize, be the prize winner. Come on, let's go. My first Battle of the Drums experience was unforgettable. All the groups were really exciting to watch. Honduras took home the prize this year. Let's see who wins it in 2026. This is what Changing Tourism is all about. Going to the towns and events off the beaten path, into the heart and traditions of the people. Changing Tourism is about choosing connection over consumption and remembering that the most meaningful journeys begin with respect. I feel so honored to have started this journey in Belize, and I hope that something you learned, watched, and listened to inspired you to plan a visit of your own. Visit to enjoy the food, the people, the culture, and remember that the best souvenirs are the ones we leave behind as memories and moments in the hearts we've touched along the way. Stay tuned to see where we land for the next episode of Changing Tourism, and thank you so much for watching. What's going on, everybody? You're watching Changing Tourism. I'm your host, Stephanie James. We just got to Barranco, which is the southernmost point in Belize, the southernmost Garifuna community in Belize. Also the home to Anda Palacio? Andi. Dang it, let me.
Yeah, walk into the shop, then take out the phone.
Oh, sorry. I have this thing. This is our first episode. And you're watching, sorry. But he won't turn. He's not there, like, they turn that way.
You gotta make some noise. They'll turn towards you. Yeah, that's not the noise they want to hear.